no fake, no fake. Late nights under city lights, laughter echoes through the air. Real talking, verbal fights, homie bond beyond compare. For the homies we ride, together side by side. Podcast loud and clear, every episode's a vibe. Memories and tales of old, legends grow, the stories unfold. Hard times turn to gold, in this world we hold our own. For the homies we ride, together side by side. Podcast loud and clear, every episode's a vibe. Voices join in harmonies, echoes of our histories. Homies keeping it real true, every week something new.
Hello, everybody. It's Thursday night. You know what that means. Shut up, Jake. It's another exciting episode for the Homies podcast. And before we introduce our guest, Jake, how's it going?
Phantom, I'm doing quite well. Thank you so very much for asking. I'm quite busy. Even though I'm doing well, I'll be leaving the country on Sunday, be gone for a couple of weeks, and I'll be back. So you won't see me for a little while. But as you guys know, my name is Big Dog Jake, BIGGDOGGJAKE. I am a professional, though occasional voiceover actor stroke artist. I'm a political writer for hire. I love video games. I love metal music. I will talk to anyone about them. And I am joined by my good friend here, Kreese. Kreese, how have you been, my friend?
Well, I always say this every single Thursday. It's Thursday night. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us, and that's all that matters. Ebola, how you doing today, sir?
Good.
Thanks, Ebola.
That's great.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ebola. Number one Kamala supporter down here, by the way. Just wanted to at least let you know that. Phantom,
hey,
can you introduce our guests? Introduce our guests.
For the first time on For the Homies podcast, the one, the only Box Office Brawler. Welcome to the show.
Hell yeah. What's up, fam? Thanks for having me on, boys. I'm very excited. I love the hype, man. That's the good stuff. I love, gosh, that intro. It hits, man. I was jamming. I was swinging around.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's nothing but Phantom right there, man. Like, Phantom is like the creator of most of this, man. Like, we all have our roles, but Phantom knows how to do all that intro stuff, man. He's really great at it and what he does.
Now, before we go any further, we got a sighting in chat, everybody. We got a sighting.
We have a Jeff sighting.
We have a Jeff sighting.
Jeff sighting.
We got a Jeff sighting.
My name is Jeff.
And hail to you, Jeff.
Nice.
And thank you. I hope we do have a good show. We appreciate it.
Jeff looks like a cool guy.
Appreciate it.
Jeff is a cool guy.
Oh, he is. Really good. Cool.
He gets special treatment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This
For
fan
sure.
make that joke. Oh, man. We have a few people that joined us already. I mean, Wayfair, Wayfair. So it's 8:04 a.m. for you right now, saying we are
Dang.
live. We are live, good sir. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're
Bright and early.
at work or about to get there.
Dude, UK Gamer's been here for like 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's about time someone has sat here for 2 hours. So, gosh, man, it's again like 1 or
50
2
years old and you still listening to us, man. That's crazy. Like, we appreciate you, man. Like, we appreciate you. Yeah.
It's great. And he was also saying Ebola with the epic intro, rivaled only by Nags, Naganal, master of all moderators. Good game, right, guys?
The Thanos.
We appreciate
The
it.
Thanos.
Wayfair is saying, click the wrong one. Wayfair is saying that Ebola is stunning and brave. He is stunning and brave for supporting Kamala Harris, which
Wait, no.
in this land, in this fellowship.
He has a shirt saying that he's for her. Okay, like he's ready to put her vote out for her for governor of California. Yes, that's where he did.
No way, absolutely no way she'd be governor of California. They hated her as attorney general. There's no way.
I mean, seeing as their people are not the brightest people, I'm just saying they had Gavin McGinnis for not Gavin McGinnis.
Gavin
What is his
McGinnis.
name? Like
Oh my
Newsom.
God!
Gavin
Could you
McGinnis.
imagine Gavin McGinnis was judging something? Holy shit!
Gavin Newsom. My bad, but
He looks
Gavin
like a
Newsom.
McGinnis.
He
Okay,
looks like a
so,
McGinnis though.
Gavin McGinnis.
for our general audience, Box Office Brawler, tell the people who you are and what is your content on YouTube.
Yeah, hey everybody. My name's Jackson, also known as Box Office Brawler on here. I've been on YouTube for just a little bit over a year. You know, I think I wanted to get on YouTube with, you know, the dream of like streaming and just talking to other great creators like these guys. And you know what? I think something I love about YouTube and just making videos, streaming, whatever else is, you know, this is like an odd philosophy I follow, is that all the negative, terrible garbage that we have to shove down our throats, it's used against us nonstop. And it's been, of course, everyone's heard it a million times. It's been the worst the last 5 years. It's clearly, especially ever since Disney's taken the reins of Star Wars and Marvel, it's been a disaster. Well, something great about YouTube is you can use that pain and find a way to make a positive out of it. Find a way to voice your opinion and to possibly change somebody's mind. Show somebody that, you know what, this isn't worth supporting. And you can be entertained by people that are just dogging on it anyway. And, you know, on my channel, I don't like to just dog. You know, I try to, I'm optimistic. I'm a creative person naturally. I'm an artist, an illustrator, and a painter. So I admire all sorts of art and film. A lot of my channel, I focus on just talking about older movies. Every Tuesday night, my buddy Luke and me, we watch another cult classic every time. And sometimes they're duds too. Sometimes we don't like them. Sometimes we're enamored by them. It changes. But, you know, if we look back to the past, we can learn so much from it. And, you know, if we look to the present, we can see just how disappointing we are right now.
I like that. I like
that's
that.
Box Office Brawler.
I'm of the group. We do recommendations at the end of the show, and I do like cult classic, I do movies that nobody has ever seen.
Oh yeah,
and
this man has seen almost everything. This man has seen everything.
He saw
like he'll give you a movie that, hey, have you ever seen this movie, Chris? I'm like, Phantom, no, I haven't seen the movie that you recommended me like 3,000 times. Like,
wait, are you a physical media man, Phantom?
Oh,
like DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K, Ultra HD.
I don't do the Ultra HD.
Oh, you're talking.
I don't do the Ultra, but I always try to get the hard to find movies. Like I mean, I have movies where Arnold Schwarzenegger is a cowboy. I have Lou Ferrigno as Captain Sinbad. I have like all kinds of movies.
He's that invested. And as far as physical media, you're talking to like two out of us. Like, you know, this guy right here got a whole entire cabinet of Blu-rays over there, right there. And they got an anime collection, like literally right here, man. Like,
wow. Oh, bro.
Yeah,
that's sweet. You got to do a video just showing everybody your collection, man.
We can't make it 10 hours. It would take too long.
I can't.
They won't let you.
If I did.
We'd have to say every person has to share at least only an hour's worth or something. Or a few minutes.
An hour's worth.
It would have to be a multi-part series.
It have to be a multi-part series of like the whole entire anime collection / regular movies / like pop culture phenomenon franchises on that side right there. So, you know, like
it's crazy how much anime
separated.
has just blown up, you know? I mean, like younger audiences are just eating it up. They don't care. I mean, I work in a space where an art center for kids. And, you know, I see them, you know, a good test of what children and teenagers are interested in is what they're drawing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, not a single child is drawing anything Star Wars. Star Wars is dead to them completely. Sometimes superheroes, but it's anime, it's video games, it's Minecraft. They could care less about Star Wars. It's sad.
I agree with you because like I seen the same thing when I was like working for like a small little anime shop when I was working at the mall. Bro, I mean, we had superhero stuff in the section or whatever, but it will just collect dust, man. Anime is it's just a thing now, man. Like, I'm seeing kids growing up with Naruto. I've seen people growing up with Goku, what's it called? One Punch Man. Now with the new soul leveling, Jinwoo, that guy Jim Woo finna blow up, man. He's finna be a big thing. I already say he's finna be a big thing.
Funny because Jinwoo and Soul Leveling isn't even Japanese.
Well,
It's Korean.
Yeah, it's a
so
Korean web comic.
So we
Yeah.
do a show on Saturday nights. We do an anime show on this channel on Saturday nights, and we talk anime all the time.
Nice.
And it's
Yeah.
like, when you go to conventions now, used to be back in the day, you would see Luke or Leia or Han or Chewbacca. Now you see Naruto, you see One Punch Man, you see all these anime characters in
Yeah. Tanjiro, a lot of Tanjiro cosplays, like all of those, man. You see nothing but anime at most of these. I don't even call them Comic Con conventions anymore. I just call them pop culture conventions now because that's what they are now, bro. Yeah, like they're not comic books. Like the comic books is just like the smallest part throughout the whole entire convention. Like no one doesn't care about comic books. It's sad, and it's really sad too. However,
I have been seeing a shift in like titles. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of like fan expos, pop culture con. I feel like I was just at C2E2. My pops wanted to go to Chicago for a totally different reason, and I convinced him to go there. And the con was very strange, more strange than most of the conventions I've been to. But yeah, I mean, it's supposedly a Comic Con, but there were barely any comics, just completely drowned out by art, anime stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's time for your favorite subject, everybody. It's time for the internet news.
Yeah.
I would just like to start by saying what a great conversation to start to segue into how culture has been shifting, because Hollywood is going broke. They're going broke because they've been putting out a lot of duds. And as you were saying, B.O.B., the kids ain't into it. They're not into the stuff that Hollywood's putting out. They're into the stuff that Japan is putting out, that Korea is putting out. They're into anime. That's the big thing.
So I made a video roughly maybe a couple years ago. Hollywood killed itself.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's destroyed itself, and you have more foreign films coming in, anime, movies, all over the place. So yeah.
And then you got also stream services too. Like that's what's like killing them too, or whatever. So yeah, I saw this article on Chris Gore's channel, so go check out Film Thread. And of course, Derek Anderson, the DA, go check him out. Like they got videos on it that can explain it way better than I can. But basically, they're saying that most of these companies are pulling out of Hollywood and starting to go to other states so they can get better tax breaks. So like, I know Taylor Sheraton or wherever, he does a lot of stuff in Texas or whatever. So because we got good tax breaks out here. You got some companies like Disney, they're going to the UK, or like they're going to like Dubai or something like that. Yeah.
So a lot of the a lot of the Marvel films were filmed in Atlanta. The last several Marvel films, the big ones like Endgame and Infinity War, were filmed in Atlanta. And most recently, they just opened up a movie studio outside of Athens, Georgia. And I mean, Georgia is like the new Hollywood,
That's strange. They did it to themselves. I mean, San Francisco is an absolute nightmare now, right? I mean, a complete desert.
Yeah.
It's sad. I went to LA a few years ago just for my own, just to explore. And I spent a lot of time in Hollywood because I wanted to see the studios real bad. It didn't look that terrible to me, but it was lackluster. It was not what I was expecting. Right? It was quite disappointing.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
I just wanted to read a tiny amount of this article before we continue, because we have a quote here that I find very interesting. The gentleman here is saying, quote, "This is not hyperbole to say that if we don't act, the California film and TV industry will become the next Detroit Auto." And this was a Noel Stayman, who's a member of the, quote, "Stay in LA" campaign, who spoke at an event that was hosted. And apparently there's push for a proposed increase in tax incentives in hitting a critical phase of the legislative process, and the California State Senator Ben Allen and State Assemblyman Rick Burr were on hand to make an effort to get the necessary votes in. One major hurdle is politicians who see the incentives as a corporate giveaway to movie studios and media companies. And according to Allen, that is poppycock. He says the studios don't care where they do the work. They'll do it anywhere. They'll do it anywhere. They're still producing shows. And what a lot of our colleagues simply don't understand is that this is a middle class problem. The studio heads are going to bed in Bel Air no matter what. And that is, I entirely agree with that. The studio heads, they're not going to have a problem.
Don't care.
Okay? They're still going to wipe their ass with $100 bills. They're still going to lay their heads down on their soft pillows in Bel Air, like you said. This is a problem of not the actors, not the films, not the studios. This is a problem of every grip, every best boy, every production.
It's the blue collar guys.
Exactly.
It's the blue collar guys. Yeah.
The reason why credits at the end of the movies take 10 minutes is because 9 minutes and 30 seconds of those 10 minutes are all blue collar workers who make this shit happen.
Well, so this is the reason why they go and they film either in the UK or down in Australia, like they did Lord of the Rings, like they did with Power Rangers and so forth and so on, because they got tax breaks, right? It's the tax breaks is the reason why they go other places, because we all know California has the biggest tax rate in the country. And a lot
you can't live there.
A lot of the films are outsourced to, say South America or to Australia, the UK, and Hollywood's gotten to the point where a lot of people really just just don't care about it. They just don't care about Hollywood anymore. They're not making no good films. You might get maybe once in a blue moon, you'll get maybe Deadpool, Wolverine. You might get Lilo and Stitch, or the Minecraft movie, which is close to $1 billion, by the way. Yeah, which I called it when they announced it last year. It was going to be about $1 billion film. I said it was going to be about $1 billion film, and I was right.
I have to eat a ton of crow when it hits $1 billion, and it looks like it's about to as well.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, you go, Chris.
Oh no, I was gonna say but also these are the same people that was and I got a couple of friends that were so gun ho on the writing strikes or whatever. Listen, you don't boycott when you know that your economy is bad. The writing strikes were just excuse to fire most of you guys. Anybody that was holding a sign up, I guarantee you they took your name down. They made sure, we are not gonna hire you. We're not gonna hire you. We're not gonna hire you. And you guys were all going for AI. And guess what they're doing? Yeah, your union is using AI.
Yeah.
So what was the point of doing the strike or whatever? So the writing strikes didn't. It's not helping Hollywood either, or whatever.
And all of this bears out in the numbers as well. We have another article here from the Wrap saying that LA's Q1 production sinks to 22% year over year, saying TV production plummeted by 30.5%, while feature film production collapsed to 28.9%. And they talk a bit about how the wildfires that happened messed up. They said roughly around 1.3% of all regional filming. But down here is the big stuff right here, where it says the true factors in LA's steep decline remain the same as they have ever been. Increasing global competition for a diminished number of film and TV productions amid cutbacks by Hollywood studios and how many projects they greenlight. Feature film production is down 28.9% year over year, while all TV production saw a 30.5% drop, with the only category coming close to breaking even was commercials, with only a 2.1% drop. They're saying Film LA, who we spoke about before in the Hollywood Reporter article, says that the drop in TV production takes a particular toll on employment for entertainment workers, where annual shoot days for TV peaked in 2021 at 18,560, and that's total. That's obviously there's less days than that in the year, but that's total shooting days for total productions. But they said have since fallen to a staggering 58% to just 7,716 shoot days in 2024. That is insane.
You gotta think though, in 2021, that was the height of the pandemic, and they were filming more TV shows than they are right now. That is sad.
And told all of us to stay home. By the way, and they told us all to stay home too, like while they were still getting paid. So that's why another reason why, like, a lot of us just did not care about the riot strikes or whatever, because bunch of
it made me sick.
So,
made me sick seeing like all the production people having to wear those masks. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I still see pictures, like just a little bit of production people still wearing masks. It's like, what are you doing? Can we ever get past this?
And that's the thing. Unfortunately, there are still, as far as I'm aware, there are still like productions in California specifically, because California is very weird, as we know. There are still productions where certain people on the crew will still have to wear masks.
Wow.
It's been 5 years, guys.
It's crazy.
5 years.
Ridiculous.
Even to this day, where I live, even to this day, I still see people when I'm driving. They're in their car at a stoplight, windows up, and they're wearing masks. It's like, what are you doing?
They're by themselves, and they're probably by
themselves in a car, wearing a mask, windows rolled up. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, guys?
They got the fear tactic.
Roll my eyes. I'm like,
it's a fear tactic, man. Like, some of them are just that scared for their life, and it's sad. Like, it's really sad.
So recently, I was at Walmart, and so this blue hair land whale had a mask on, and I looked over, and I'm like, "So, still wearing a mask, huh?" And they were like, "Yeah, COVID's still around. It's still around." I'm like, I'm like, through that whole pandemic, I never wore a mask, and I never got the fake flu.
No.
Man, you got balls.
I gave up after a week.
Let me say this much. I know about like the vax and stuff. I have lost loved ones that had gotten the vax. And when it comes to people saying, "Oh, you need your 50th booster shot," I have no sympathy for these people. Even my local doctor still tries to push this vax on me, and I looked at her and I'm like, "Yeah, you're still pushing the vax on me like you did everybody else," and I did lose 2 people because of it.
Wow.
Sorry, making it political, but people. Every time you have like sniffles, people are like, "Oh, it's COVID, it's COVID." Yeah, but we know somebody that actually had it, and on the panel, he had the fake flu. He got it at his wedding.
Wow.
I got it it was technically after my wedding.
Are you still in lockdown?
After the wedding.
No, I got married in Florida this past
nice.
And when I came home, I got sick I got the fake flu, as we're saying, and I was really sick for like 2 days, I think, and then like the next couple of weeks, it just was like the flu, basically. My fever had gone away after a couple days, and I was sick. Yeah, but even though I am in like a high risk category because I'm obese and I smoke, I was still fine.
He survived, people. He survived.
He's a trooper.
Believe me.
Yeah.
Again, if it's not an act of God, I know how I'm going to die, and it's not going to be from that. I'll tell you what.
It really does, like, to circle back to the subject. When you were
Yeah.
reading that, Big Dog, those two articles, I was thinking, like, it just seems like the world is trying to get rid of Hollywood. You start with coronavirus and all that; it halts everything, and then you have the writer's strike, and then you have the
Yes.
Oh wait, is it the writers and then actors? I believe that's how it went.
Yeah, it was
the
writers, then
the
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah, and then you have the fires,
Yeah.
and now you have AI. It's like it's just better and
And,
better. It's insane.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
forgot
it's
to
like
tell
it
you.
just needs to go.
There's about to be another strike coming up. I think Chris
Yeah.
Gore talked about this. There's going to be an animation strike soon, or whatever. Like for
Oh.
animators.
Yes. I
we'll talk about that
personally feel-
Saturday.
I personally feel it's because towards the end of the writers then actors strike, the voice actors, because their voice actors are part of SAG-AFTRA. I mean, I have a SAG card, even though I haven't done voice acting in a number of years. When the voice actors tagged on, that is when, because there's so much of voice acting, it's very clicky. So there's very few people, like especially Americans, like doing English dubs. There's very few people, like in the dozens, that actually do the majority of the roles. And there's so much anime coming in from Japan, but the Japanese business culture is so much different here, because if they can replace a voice actor with AI, they would do it in a fucking heartbeat, and they would lose a week of sleep over it. Oh yeah, and like I said, we have talked about this, but I just wanted to slide that in there as well. And again, one last thing regarding, excuse me, like you were saying, Bob, B.O.B., that it's almost like they want. It's almost like they want to kill Hollywood.
Yeah.
There's another piece here, another quick bit here in the article, saying that the California Production Coalition estimates that the average location shoot adds $670,000 and 1,500 jobs a day to the local economy. And the county of LA and the Beacon Economic Report show that there are 10,500 entertainment-related businesses in the state. Numbered like this make it plain California can't afford to surrender any more work to its competitors. And that is exactly what we're saying. Hollywood is breaking down. They're losing production days. And who is suffering? The middle class is suffering. The grips, the keys, the electricians, the people building the sets. Those hundreds,
the garbage men,
hundreds of people. Of course. Those hundreds of people that help make even half-hour sitcoms happen. You have like 20 people at the top. You have actors, you have the big producers, you have the executive producers, etc. They're going to be fine. But it's the hundreds of people below that on every single shoot that are
makeup people, the janitors, the people that build the sets. Those are the ones that suffer. Like those were the ones that were suffering during the whole entire writer's strike, because there was no work for them to do.
Of course, and they don't make anywhere near enough money to live even in like the 30-mile zone in LA. Like there's no way.
Well, also just think about this. It's going to take at least maybe 2 to 3 years before they can rebuild from the wildfires. It's going to take them a while to rebuild everything, right? And it's like, and then you have a governor who doesn't care about the state, and Gavin Newsom, and it's like that's the reason why you have this. You have normal people. It's a mass exodus from California to Texas and to Georgia and to.
We don't want you guys here, by the way. Just want to at least let you know, like,
and everywhere else, and it's to the point where you're gonna have more studios pop up, say like in Atlanta, like Tyler Perry did. Or
Tyler Perry spent $2 billion building effectively a movie making lot, like multiple acres in Georgia.
And mind you, I'm not the biggest Tyler Perry fan or whatever one of his movies, but I can't get mad at the man from going from rags to riches, man. Like he did his thing. He he used to live in his car. Yeah, and you know, he made it. He's a pretty good actor or whatever. Don't agree with most of his like acting choices or whatever on his movies, but overall, like businessman, I would love to learn from Tyler Perry on how he did it. Whatever, like
Dude, come on, Medea's probably one of the greatest creations of all time.
Made him a billionaire,
Yeah.
but he had to sacrifice his life for wearing a dress. But that's a whole nother thing that I could go into. But we ain't going down that.
There's been plenty of actors that do that. Doesn't mean they're gay or anything. It's a character.
It's a little two different cultures, bro. Two different cultures, brother. Like, like I can't get into it right now. Like it'll be too much of a deep dive.
All right, Chris.
Nah,
you
that ain't
can't see the
happening.
forest for the trees. You can't see the forest for the trees.
Nah.
We're not going to discuss the racial cultural divide here in the United States here right now. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to the next subject for crying out loud.
We did that the Kwanzaa stream. We'll do that for the Kwanzaa stream later in the
save
year.
it for the Kwanzaa stream later this year. My God.
Yeah. Oh man.
Chris, what's next up on the docket? What do we have?
I guess we get into the trailers.
Absolutely. What does that
It's
mean?
time. It's time for us to go down onto the farm. It's time for the one, the only. It's time for some trailer trash.
Now, Phantom, you were speaking about this a little bit in the green room, mentioning regarding our first trailer. Do you want to give us a little bit of preamble before we get into that?
Okay, so our first trailer for tonight is the official trailer for season 2 of Sandman, based on the comic book series. So there's something unique about this. So recently, right after season 1, they canceled the show, but they had already filmed season 2. So they're going to be dropping season 2 on Netflix, and I'm like, man, this is sad.
I mean, might as well. You haven't filmed, you might as well just put it out there. If it brings some eyes in, Netflix sure thinks that's tops.
I mean, the comic book was really good. Season 1 could have been good, but
fantastic.
They put the woke agenda in it, and it's like, I love Sandman. I love the comic book series, and I was so excited to see Dream actually in real life on the big screen and on Netflix, and I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed.
It started out well, then just kind of went crappy.
Well, and if anybody else has any more opinions about it, let's save them for a moment. We can go ahead and roll this trailer. And this is the season 2 trailer, the announcement as well for the date it's going to drop. And we're going to play that in a 3, a 2, a 1, go. Splitting it into 2 parts. Volume 1, July 3rd. Volume 2, July 24th.
That was ugly.
What?
Well, you know what?
On that, like Netflix. Netflix is getting smart. Yeah.
But it's art.
Okay.
Like, the way the show looks, it's actually a pretty solid translation of the comic. It's just the content is
just what they
not.
Just the execution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the execution is unfortunately poor.
Like the trailer would make it look like it's gonna be accurate, then the execution it just kind of just craps the bed.
Dude, in season 1, I mean, Dream, Sandman. Well, the Sandman character Dream, he is literally he's the master of all dreams.
I know, right?
and he gets cucked. So he gets captured and he's put away for like I can't remember how long it is, but he awakens and it's like, oh man, this show could have been so good. It could have been so good. And I was watching, I'm like, what in the hell what kind of hokey shit is this? This is not Sandman. It's not Sandman.
Half of it was a therapy session.
Oh,
That's
Don't
a
get me
very
started.
good point, Ebola.
I would rather watch Lucifer than watch Sandman at this point.
At least half of Lucifer was good until like season 4 or 5. Then everyone's like, it just kind of got off track.
Yeah, but
Going in blind,
I mean,
that
I know.
looked rough to me. I haven't seen Sandman season 1. I haven't read the comics. That's an instant turnoff.
hey Jake, can you get a
Oh,
chance?
man.
Can you find the season 1 trailer for Sandman? If you can,
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
don't mind,
Yeah,
I know
was
what-
good, but it's like so. The comic book is iconic. It's iconic because it came out around the same time as The Crow. So the Crow and Sandman are like sister books. They came out around the same time, and I love The Crow. I love the movie. I love the TV show they did of The Crow, but Sandman, it's heartbreaking, man. I love the Sandman character. I love the comic book, and it's like, this is trash. This is absolute trash.
Yeah.
and
Wait, so the first season
All I
was
just know
dog?
is
Yeah.
All I just know is this: that Netflix knows how to try to keep their audience. Like they broke it up in 2 parts. Like they're getting smarter with this binge model thing.
well, Kreese, I want to dovetail that into something that you, Box Office Brawler, said, which is, Kreese, you were mentioning how they know how to maintain their audience. They split it into 2 parts, a couple of weeks apart. However, for people who don't know about the Sandman, they haven't read the comic, or they're not interested in that type of art style or that writer or what have you. B.O.B. just went off and said, that's an instant turnoff for me. I don't like the way it looks. There's no way I'm going to watch that. And that's going to be 99% of people that are scrolling through Netflix and they see new season of this is coming out, and they're like, I don't like how that looks.
You go back to your comfort shows. That's what happens. Like usually that's what Netflix is. Like you have comfort shows for a reason. Like I could watch something new, but I'm gonna go back to this one.
I like the actor who is playing Dream. He's actually good as the character. You know, he's slow, he's methodical, just like in the comic book, but everything else just looks like crap.
And interestingly enough, Phantom, you asked me to bring up the trailer. Excuse me, please excuse me. You asked me to bring up the trailer for season 1, and I did. And something very funny is the very top comment, which says, 2 years ago, by the way, watch this turn into a great show, then Netflix cancels it after 1 season. That is correct. It wasn't exactly a great show, but man, did they cancel it after 1 season? That's damn sure.
But they were smart. They filmed both seasons side by side, so they had to play season 2.
That's always sad to see when they do that. They did that with Daredevil, and I think they did that with Andor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Have they canceled? Did they?
No.
Do that?
Oh, not cancel, but I mean like back to back. Film them back to back. I know they did that with Daredevil.
Back, I see. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did that with Endgame. They filmed back to back.
And Daredevil is Disney's Daredevil.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that later, by the way.
We'll get to it. Don't worry, guys.
So I need to insert the from Hercules, Kevin Sorbo's alternate character, which is, I'm so disappointed.
Shout out to you, Sorbo. Speaking of, Kevin Sorbo has actually started his own production company that is helping to fund people making films. And I think it's based out of Texas as well. I learned about this like last year, I think. It's like Sorbo Films, or I think it might just be his main website if you go to like kevinsorbo.com.
He's done a lot of films. He's done a lot.
Oh, yeah,
of stuff.
yeah. So, and basically,
he does a lot of behind the scenes work or whatever. Yeah. Like you wouldn't even know that he was on the project unless he said something or whatever. Like he's starting to be like James Woods. Like he won't put his name inside things. They just pay him under the table or whatever. Like, you know, it's sad, but you know.
Well, but he provides his. I mean, people don't want his name in like the credits or on things because he's a Christian and he's conservative, and so that's kind of like that's very like a big no in Hollywood.
Taboo.
But
I mean,
all the stuff that he's learned from doing movies and television for a long time, and he's turning that into basically like consulting and production for people who want to make films or want to make television.
I mean, you know, so he did the voice of Hercules in God of War 3. And after he came out with, you know, with this, you know, him, you say, I'm Christian, I'm right leaning, they the leftist lunatics put a petition to remove him from the game.
Which,
that's
the voice of the
crazy.
game. Yeah.
No, who cares?
Wow.
Honestly, it shouldn't matter who it, especially in like a video game. You know, the thing is made, it's gone gold, it's put out there. You know, we're not going to patch out someone who voiced a character. Are you fucking kidding me? It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
What? Waste of time.
It would be. It would.
Oh.
I mean, massive waste of money. Also.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I
guess we can play.
So our next trailer, Chris is so excited for this. His girl, General Ortega.
Oh,
same.
Hell yeah.
Has
Me too,
returned.
Chris.
Has
I'm all
returned.
in.
Now,
I hope we're watching what I think we're gonna watch.
So Brawler, I gotta ask you something. Have you seen like here lately how like the left has like attacked General Ortega because she's gotten older and she looks way different than she was like a couple years ago?
Oh, shocker! She doesn't look like a teenager anymore because now she's an adult.
Wait, they're pissed at her about that or about something?
They were saying that she had work done, and it's like no.
Well, you know what? I did
older.
see. I saw like some. I don't know what it was.
People
was
think that she's a clone.
because I saw
Some
I
people
saw some
thought she was a
pictures she
clone.
posted or something, and it looked like she had like serious surgery done. And I think it was just a one-off picture, and I was a little concerned. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't massacre my boy. But
listen,
I think she's
in
okay
this case,
now.
girl.
I think it's,
yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Look,
I hope this is the Paramount film. Is that what we're looking at, Phantom?
No.
not yet,
The romance?
No.
Oh, dang.
This is Wednesday season 2.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I haven't seen this. All right.
Which to void some concerns that people might have, this was filmed last year, around the end of last year, and that photo that everybody was going off about that she posted on Instagram, that photo was posted around the same time that this was being filmed.
Oh.
And so you'll get to have a good look at her here, and you'll be able to see that no, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
So this is Wednesday season 2, the official teaser trailer.
Oh, cool.
Don't worry, the music is not copyrighted. I checked, and so we're gonna give this a watch in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Go.
I loved it. I actually loved this show. Like, and it was a surpriser.
And whiskers on kittens.
I'm just glad they leaned more into the Wednesdays of like shit like this.
Anything else on your
Pulling
person?
out brass knuckles.
Brown paper packages.
Down a tape.
Nice.
She had a blanket on her breath.
And then
You care to explain this?
is that over 30 milliliters?
Seriously?
Can I say the great casting of the Gomez and
I don't know about Gomez, man.
I already know where the bodies are buried.
My wife
Surprise! Like, you know what's the crazy part about this whole entire show? I was never planning on watching this show, but I started seeing people doing this dorky dance of them just going like doing all this, and I was like, okay.
It's made from real human hair.
It worked somehow, man. It got me into it.
It got me into it. I was like, okay, let me watch it. And then like I watched the first couple episodes, I was like, okay, I'll watch the second episode. And then when I watched the second episode, dog, I was like 8 hours later. Damn, it went by that quick. So much. I got the Blu-ray inside my cabinet on my other side of my room right now. Yeah. They put an official Blu-ray release already. I cannot wait until this show happens.
I thought the blonde girl wasn't going to be a part of the second season, but obviously that was wrong.
Well, she was the one that was in the Minecraft movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
was that her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her.
Minecraft movie,
Well, this was already like they already filmed season 2 already. It was just the reason why it didn't come out was because of the writer strikes or whatever, and also Jenna Ortega, surprisingly for her age, is pretty base in my opinion or whatever. I know some people don't think so or whatever, but like my main thing, what I like about Jenna Ortega is she's fans first. Like she's fans first. Everything else is second. Like she like anybody that's dressed up like Wednesday. Anybody that's dressed up like Wednesday. She's gonna take a picture with them, or like she'll sign autographs if people come up to her or take pictures. Like she's humble about it or whatever. Yeah. So that's what I like about Jenna Ortega. Whoever don't get it like that with most artists today.
So the reason I like the casting for, the Morticia and Gomez, they're more accurate to the original comic strip.
Yes, they look exactly like the original comic strip.
Okay, huh?
I mean, because we've all we've ever had was the TV show, and then we had the movies in the 90s.
I love the old movies; those are great.
Oh, dude, the movie.
Yeah,
Gomez was awesome.
Raul Julia as Gomez. God rest his soul. What an absolute class act. He's a fantastic actor. I love it.
Man.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't know if you guys saw Jenna Ortega's newest film, The Death of a Unicorn. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed.
I did not watch it.
I've heard bad things.
Yeah.
She's bad at it. She ruined the movie for me. I didn't think I'd ever say that because I'm a big Jenna guy, and she killed the movie. It was awful. She ruined it.
Well, what do you mean? Like, obviously,
her character was just completely insufferable, and just what is it? The moral superiority complex. She's better than everybody. It's like she's dealing with a bunch of like Richie Rich, dickheads, because they literally were. I mean, they were the stereotypical rich people that don't care. It's like that's so annoying already. And then you have her, and she's the stereotypical, 19-year-old girl that knows everything.
Go and gets the machine. Like go and gets the machine.
I wanted to die, man. She couldn't save it, even her. Somehow.
It seems like it was a bad script or whatever, because like I loved her in Beetlejuice 2 or whatever. Despite that, like Beetlejuice 2, like even though Bob, I know you already seen it probably. Like the bad thing I could just say about Beetlejuice 2 was the pacing was so fast in that movie. We didn't have a chance to breathe or whatever. It was going so 100 miles per hour. But even 100 miles per hour, Jenna held her own in that movie. Like I liked her in Beetlejuice 2.
She's such a likable actress just in the movies and stuff she's in. You can't help but to like her. I don't know what it is. And even, like you were saying, Kreese, that, just in public, she just seems like a likable person. And she's not like saying hateful things all the time. And she's not, disappointing one side or the other. It's just a person that acts.
Right.
And that's nice. I don't want to know anything. Just don't tell me anything. Just be fun.
I don't want to know about your personal life at all.
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah, that's the problem with actors nowadays. They want to throw their 2 cents into every little thing.
Right. And
they can be that way, but I don't want to know. I don't want anything to do with it.
Right.
It ruins
Because the thing where I kind of just made me a fan about her is like when they asked her about like James Bond and if she ever wanted to do it. She said like, nah, not really. I don't believe in the Jamie Bond thing. I think we need to just keep our characters are characters. There's a lot of female characters of the past that I look up to or whatever, and we can like make new female action roles. And I was like,
Just make
hold up, wait a minute, how old are you? Like,
Just
wait
throw
a
it
minute,
off.
hold on. It's like I was like, wait a minute, I thought she was. I thought she would like dive in a little bit more and says, "Oh yeah, we need to," or like, nah, she just said like, "Nah, like I don't want to do that." However,
Hell yeah!
So you know,
I got my Wednesday poster. It's right back there. You can't see it.
see,
It's
dude,
hidden,
I
but-
got the Wednesday T-shirt inside my room right now. It's like over there, like inside my closet or whatever. So you know, like I love
Keeps you
the series.
motivated.
I want her to. Yeah, like she's good, man. Like she's good. I hope season 2 is gonna be good. I got my Netflix account, so when that thing drops, I will do a review on the first part.
You need to watch the trailer for that new romance movie she's in. It looks good, and she's not like the goth girl at all. She just seems like she's like kind of normal,
Really?
easygoing. Yeah,
Really?
it's weird seeing her like that, but I'm excited.
We'll have to
She's a normal. So let me get this. She's like a normal person. Like she's not goth at all.
It
I'm
doesn't look like
surprising.
it at all. Yeah, and it
Okay,
works, bro.
'cause-
It works.
Because I liked her in the Scream movies. Like that's when I saw her. It was like in the Scream movies. That's my first introduction to see Jenna Ortega. And I said like, oh, okay, she's a solid actress or whatever. And then like then I watched Wednesday, and then like I watched Beetlejuice, and I just said like, okay, I like this girl. She's good. She's on the good list for right now or whatever. So of like the 5 or 6 actors that I support.
It's weird, Hollywood and just film altogether. They've been propping up a lot of great actresses. There's been a lot of great actresses coming up in the recent years.
Sydney
But the
Sweeney.
guys, and I bring this up all the time, it's like, gosh, I don't care about any of these young men actors. The only one I like, I think his name is Brandon Sklenar. He's Spencer in 1923. I love that actor. He's the only one I care about. All the other ones just don't interest me. It's sad.
Yeah.
That might
It's
have
like
to
they
do
don't
with
got that
Taylor.
Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio
No.
type of like gravitas or whatever. What's his name?
That era is gone.
What about Timothy Chalamet, or do you think he's a little bit overhyped or whatever?
I think he's great, but I just don't like a little scrawny guy. I don't want to see that, And he's like, I don't care. And he doesn't have gravitas.
I saw you,
He
Pedro.
was great. He was great in the
Dune?
gosh, what was that? Not Neil Diamond. What's his name?
Neil Druckmann?
No. He was in that new movie. It was the musical biopic.
Oh God, I'm a music guy. I should know. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. He did great in that. That's where he earned my respect. Otherwise, I don't know. I liked him in Wonka.
Really, you liked him in Wonka?
I did. I enjoyed him in Wonka. I kind of like musicals. I'm kind of turned into a musical guy for whatever reason.
I mean, I got nothing against musicals. I was just surprised that I felt. I mean, I don't know if this just has to. This might just be biased because I like Gene Wilder so much.
Oh, I love him.
But to have someone so young and of his, I don't know, his phenotype, like the way he's built, the way he looks, just didn't seem.
Yeah.
Doesn't match.
Seem right. It didn't match to me. So maybe that might.
I think Old Boy from the Bear should have been Wonka.
Dude,
Who?
He's a girly man. Chalamet's a girly man. Straight up.
He's a pretty man, which I guess
Pretty boy.
He's not.
He's a
He's
pretty
a pretty
boy.
boy. He's not like typically masculine in appearance.
No.
I've never seen a facial hair on him. Who knows if he can even grow a beard.
He's
going out with one of the Kardashians. He got some mustache.
I know,
now.
it's crazy.
He probably gets pegged by her too.
Holy crap, bro! Like, wow. All right, Jake, can you look in our comment section now? Like,
That's a Discord conversation.
I don't like him. I don't. I seen Dune. I just don't like him. I don't like him as an actor. He's just he seems forced and
Very
it's
forced.
Yeah, that's true.
is he like a Pedro Pascal Jr. or something?
He's in everything. He's in everything. They're putting him in everything, and I just don't care. You know,
The three actors that balance the universe is Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, and Pedro Pascal. Go ahead, Phantom.
It's like
Gosh,
it's
you're
like this.
so right.
If Tom Holland leaves Spider-Man, they'll put Timothy in to be Spider-Man. I guarantee it.
That's
I
true.
guarantee it.
I can see it. I can see
Is
it.
Timothy British?
Timothy
No, he's
Chalamet.
American.
Well,
He's American.
Tom Holland's British. He's
Yeah,
British.
that's what I was asking.
He's got a
They
great
need to get rid of
accent.
Tom Holland, get rid of all of them, and just give us Toby, and I'll be happy. That's fine.
Bring
Thank
Tobey
you.
Maguire.
Bring back Toby. Let's
Hey,
go. Toby the GOAT.
Bring back Toby.
Just give us a No Way Home Part 2. Come
They're
on.
working on it. They're working
No,
on it.
it's okay. Scrap that. Spider-Man 4. We'll just
What about-
run it.
what about-
That's all good.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like
Yeah.
No Way Home. It was a good movie. I liked it.
At least you got some Andrew Redemption.
Well, it's the dude.
Yeah,
it's
from
the
Andrew
it's
Garfield Redemption.
it's literally the only Spider-Man I own of the MCU is No Way Home. I don't own the other ones. I only own No Way Home. That's it.
See,
Yeah,
I
the
got
other
the
ones
other
are not
Spider-Man
worth it,
movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Homecoming is cool. However, I like Homecoming for what it is. But Far From Home, that one, like I forgot about that one. Like until my friends argue about it in my other Discord that I'm in. Like they like argue about Far Away From Home.
Don't get me
And
started.
then
Far From Home.
Freeze. Shut
Jake,
it.
and then you got
Jake Gyllenhaal was terrible casting as Mysterio.
Whoa.
That was
Whoa, that's a hot take.
No,
I thought
bombs
he
dropped.
That was Mysterio.
I thought he was
I-
awesome.
I
don't
thought he was okay. I just don't care.
No.
I just don't care about the movie.
It's
I don't-
like Robert James Jr. is going to be Doctor Doom. It does not work for me.
No.
It does not
Makes
work for me.
sense.
Phantom, I understand. I got you. Oh, and look, I've had enough conversations with people. I know that as far as like a translation from Mysterio in the comics to the movies, it wasn't like a 1-to-1 translation. However,
you don't know what he's supposed to look like. You don't see him.
I understand. I get it. However, as a conversion to film, as an adaptation, I felt that Jake Gyllenhaal
I thought it was okay.
was solid. I thought he was quite good. I thought the idea of having I thought the idea of having all of these cast-offs from Stark Industries, like people that Tony Stark have fired or were unappreciated, and he's collected like this bad batch of people to come together to work on the Mysterio tech, all the drones that are creating all the monsters that he's fighting and things like that. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was very interesting adaptation. I'm sorry it upsets you, Phantom, but sometimes people have different opinions.
No.
We have to accept it.
Like for myself, I've seen the movie. Don't get me wrong. It's just it was a bad adaptation of Mysterio because one, they literally just showed him in the mocap suit, right?
Yeah.
Even though his costume, it's
That's
real.
true.
I mean, he literally made the costume and literally made the projectors and stuff that are in the costume to do the illusions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, he's a bad guy because Tony Stark fired him because he was a terrible worker for Tony Stark, and this is the motivation for him.
Fart.
That's the whole point. That's the entire team of people.
It's so stupid.
But the thing is, so in the comic books, the reason why he did what he did because
He's a failed actor.
He wanted money. And he did work because he was a thief, not because of Tony Stark. That's just so stupid.
Also, he was depending on iterations, he was a failed actor. But I guess we could go on to our next subject, unless there's some people in the comment section talking. Jake.
Oh, dude,
you guys have an active comment section. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, yes, thank you very much. They love interacting with each
Good
other.
chat.
Certainly. Let's see. Oh gosh, how far do I want to go back? Let's see. We'll start here. Wayfair was saying, have you all seen Jenna Ortega approach Rachel Zegler, and then Rachel Zegler blew Jenna away? No.
What the hell does that mean?
I have not seen that.
I imagine maybe.
Yeah.
I can see that happening though.
That happened. That did happen.
I guess Jenna Ortega.
What does that even mean?
Zegler and Rachel Zegler blew her off.
So
wow.
They were at some premiere, or it might have been, I can't remember where it was at, and they were like, Jenna Ortega was going to walk up and talk to Rachel, and she was like,
wow. Yeah, I'd like
she's
to see
being
that.
snooty.
That's crazy.
Oh nah, we will not have any Jenna Ortega. I don't even like Rachel Zegler even more. Just about girl like that. I don't like it. I don't like her. I'm glad that your movie failed, making $194 million worldwide.
Jeez. But anyways, these next two comments tied together. Wayfair saying I can see Jenna as a blonde and a redhead.
No redhead.
Maybe.
Well, blonde.
No, not the redhead.
Blonde would work.
Not red.
Redhead. However,
Redhead, nah.
She would have to.
It'd be too creepy.
If Nightsaber had his way. Nightsaber is saying she thinks.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I agree. I
agree.
A lot of people have been saying that for years. Her as Revan.
Hey, Grease Absini Sweeney play Starfire.
Everybody.
I can see it.
I would love a Teen Titans movie live action. This is This is getting me thinking, man. They got to do something there. That's too good.
Yeah.
Well, they already started doing the script for it. Like they're already doing the script. However, they already said that there will be a Teen Titans movie in the DCU. But we gotta wait until Superman drops.
We're getting Damian Wayne as part of the crew, and it's like, are we getting Dick Grayson? Are we getting Nightwing?
I think we're gonna get. Dick Grayson. I think they're going with the Nightwing in charge of the Teen Titans, but Damian will be part of the team later on or something like that. For what I'm thinking, I expect Blue Beetle to join and all of them. So
Poor Blue Beetle.
Poor Blue Beetle indeed.
That could have been such a good movie. I love the special effects were okay, but it could have been a
Solo Menorena.
That was so
disappointing. The perfect casting,
but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it could have been, but it wasn't.
I didn't watch.
Yeah,
don't watch it.
Yeah, don't bother.
No.
Don't waste your minutes.
You're not missing anything.
Toby
the
goat.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
That's
this is what I
the
say.
goat.
I comment on a lot of Toby posts that pop up on Spider-Man, and I always say the same thing. Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man, and everybody likes it. Everyone agrees. He's the only one.
Like Tom
The others
Holland
are not Spider-Man.
He absolutely had the
Listen,
best
like
suit. That suit is incredible. It was made unique for that movie. It's so good. All the Spider-Man games that have come out, they're like,
my friends always get mad at me because they're Tom Holland. They're Tom Holland Spider-Man fans, and of course, I'm gonna be representing I'm gonna represent my generation. I'm always gonna say Toby's the GOAT, or whatever, every single time.
Fight for him.
Dude, you gotta give a shout out to Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi was the architect for those movies.
Yeah,
and I am so glad that they finally gave Spider-Man the ability to produce his webbing naturally instead of him having to figure out how to make the web cartridges.
The web cartridges.
Yeah.
A
lot of people back then hated that, and I'm like, actually, no, that
I enjoyed it.
Worked.
The only thing I would argue is that Tobey Maguire didn't have the typical Spider-Man humor that you'd see from Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. He was more Peter Parker more than anything.
Raimi.
He did a great Peter Parker.
That was Sam Raimi. That was all Sam Raimi.
The humor is definitely something that they corrected in the Amazing Spider-Man when they
as bad as his movies were, Andrew Garfield was great at Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was great at Spider-Man, but his writing just sucked. Tom Holland had the best of both worlds, but I like Toby more. However,
the writing was bad. I mean,
I disagree with Nightsaber here. He was way too lengthy for me, man. Too lengthy.
He was. Well, I mean, that's what Nightsaber was saying. He said the body type should be the way. He tall frame but muscular. Nightsaber, yes, tall frame and muscular, but like B.O.B. just said, Andrew Garfield was real lanky. Like he was
Stretched.
not muscular.
He's skinny. He's skinny, man. He more.
Maybe now
too
he might
skinny.
work. Maybe Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield now, opposed to Andrew Garfield then.
I
have
like
to
the look
say-
of him in No Way Home. He looked good. I thought he looked better
Yeah.
than we've ever seen him.
I
I
just want
agree.
to say I like the first Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I hated the second one.
The second
The
was
second one was
too
pretty
convoluted.
trash.
I am sorry.
Trash.
I am sorry. When they showed Rhino as a mech suit, like a Gundam suit, I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. I am so done. No.
Also,
It was trash. Is it safe to say that the Craven Rhino is better than the Mick Rhino? Is that it's okay to say?
I
or
didn't
whatever?
think he was that bad. When I watched Craven, I really enjoyed seeing him.
I never watched Craven.
Well, it was more comic book accurate because of the suit. It's literally it's bonded to his skin, for Christ's sakes.
But he died by a tube.
Yeah, well, I mean, it penetrated.
Yeah.
It wasn't vibranium like it was in the comic books.
we
yeah.
don't all go out in the blaze of glory, Ebola.
I
Sometimes
finished
die
it
of a
with.
mosquito bite or something.
That
Oh, boy.
movie was just. It made no
Also-
sense.
Also, real quick, big shout out to AP saying he bought a For the Homies shirt. AP,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
thank you so very
Nice.
much.
Appreciate it, brother.
We'd love to see you rep
Dude.
it. When you get it,
That's
take a
cool.
picture and send it to us. We'd love to feature it. And hell, we'd probably get you on the show.
And
We'd love to
we also have
That'd be okay.
anime for the homie t-shirts and
Yes, we
merch
do.
out right now. So
Yes, we do. Oh, and our not my favorite Peruvian, but your favorite Peruvian, Chronicling Mayhem, aka Sophie, has given us one of those Lima drive-bys. And Sophie, hail to you.
I'm playing.
You're doing well.
She's good.
As you know, next week I will be there in country. So my wife
Whoa.
and I, we're gonna have to take you to lunch or something. Yeah,
The date night.
and
Any date nights?
Sophie, take plenty of pictures so I can meme. So I can
Okay.
meme.
Priest got the day wrong.
Yeah, plenty of pictures to me, indeed. Norman brings up another good point about Tobey Maguire. Toby is a vegetarian and got jacked for his children.
Yes.
Yes, he does. Because one of the fun facts I know is there's that scene in the first Spider-Man where he's eating a hot dog. Apparently, it was a vegan hot dog because he was a vegetarian. But and he still ended up. I mean, for 2001, I think for 2001, he got pretty sizable.
He got jacked.
Spider-Man.
He got jacked.
Oh yeah, that's pretty damn decent.
My favorite Tobey Maguire moment is when the paparazzi is like snapping at him. He says, "Get out the way! Get the
Yeah.
Well,
bro.
I mean, so
I'll say one of my favorite moments is when he's fighting. Is when he's in the wrestling ring. And he says to, "That's cute
Macho
outfit.
Man.
Is your husband giving it?"
Yes, that's a
Shout out to the
classic.
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
you know, so I got pleasure seeing all three of the movies, the original three movies in theaters.
Nice.
I love
Same
the
here,
first
man.
two. I love the first two, but the third movie is.
Wait, did you get to
The
see
third
an
one gave
IMAX
us
by chance?
memes.
Yeah.
Were the original three in IMAX? Were
What
they?
the last one
I
was.
don't.
The last
Yeah,
one
the
was,
last one
yeah.
was, but the
Yeah, I
first
wish
two they were like
Yeah.
normal theaters or whatever. Like you know,
And
and dude,
I'm a-
watch
just say
Spider-Man
this much.
2. So good.
I have to say this much. Topher Grace should be shot for taking the role of Venom.
Whoa.
In Minecraft,
Rock.
right?
This is
Minecraft.
In
bad.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft. If Tom Hardy was around in American Hollywood back then, I would rather have him play Eddie Brock because at least he did play Eddie Brock as Eddie
Yeah.
Brock.
That's true.
He
He was
was-
too
it was
busy
good.
Yeah.
doing a fantastic movie called Legend, which, if you've never seen it, is
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
movie
So good.
about
So good.
Yeah.
two twin gangsters in London.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you've never seen Legend,
So
Tom
speaking of two twins, about the Sinners, real quick. Like, I'll just do something real quick
Sure.
on this or whatever.
Sure.
I actually enjoyed the movie. Like, this is like Sinners is Ryan Coogler. This is my favorite Ryan Coogler movie right here. This one
Wow.
right here was really good. Like, I mean,
Now remember,
I always have
Box Office
my
Brawler hasn't
ups and
seen the
downs.
movie yet, so be
Yeah,
careful.
It's
I'm
all
not
right. He
gonna
can spoil
spoil
it. It's
it.
fine.
Oh,
I
well
might
then,
see it
Let
though,
it go. Let's ride.
but
No,
spoil
no,
it, please. It's no big deal.
Let's go,
no,
baby.
I don't even want to. I want you to actually go see it, man, and then like you just hit me up, like after you go see it, man, because this is I'm telling people go watch this movie because it's actually worth it, dude. Like I listen, this movie is like something that all of people on our side been wanting, something original, something new. It's a new take on not only vampires but just like on society as a person. Don't matter what you look like or whatever. It talks about all those issues in one movie. I mean, mind you, Ryan Coogler, he did the Black Panther movies. They weren't the biggest thing for me. However, I didn't enjoy him as much, but I loved him in the Creed series. But by far, when he's doing a non-franchise movie, this man does a lot of world building. That was good. Him and Michael B. Jordan are like this together.
Oh, dude, he's been in like everything Ryan Coogler's done. Him and Michael B. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, can I say this much? It's good to
it's
see
really
them
good.
create. It's good to see them create a new IP. Finally,
Yeah.
we get a new and is it that a lot of this stuff is practical, right? Practical effects.
Yeah,
maybe
most
a
of it's
little
practical.
CGI.
It's mostly
Yeah.
practical.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it this way. I mean, the plot is pretty simple or whatever. They honor the horror, horror tropes of vampires or whatever. Like you have to be invited in. Like they respect the rules and the lore of the vampires or whatever. Is there some racial tensions in the movie? Yes, but it takes place in 1932, so you gotta be fair on that. It's not taking place in no 2025 or anything like that. So relax, people. Like you got it's gonna be okay. However, you can go
Hey,
watch the
Chris.
movie and it's not gonna be beat you over the head or
I got a
anything.
big
Go
question
ahead.
for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So did the vampires glare like disco balls?
No, there will not be any disco balling, glowing, like throwing their hands up or whatever in the air, vampires
Disco
or
Ballin'.
anything
That
like
sounds
that.
like a great name for a band. Disco Ballin'. Could you imagine?
Disco balling.
Do they just burn up?
Yes,
Actually, sunlight does burn them up. However, it's like I said, they honored the horror tropes of the vampire. Like you have to be invited in. You have to sunlight does hurt them. But the thing that I like about these vampires is since the name is sinners, however, like the whole entire thing is dealing with sin, temptation, as you say, or whatever, and like luring you to go to their side or letting them in. It's something that you don't really see in a lot of horror movies lately, and I loved every last minute of that.
Huh.
That's another big thing with vampires as well is the temptation. Whenever going back to like even like Bela Lugosi playing Dracula, him trying to tempt the woman over to his side so that he can suck her blood, things like that.
Huh.
So
a little program note. Crease did do a review, and it should be out sometime tomorrow.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
That watch review.
Yeah, I will. I do go into more depth on the review. It does have a lot of spoilers in there, but just for the sake of it, guys, if you want to go support like some new stuff, I highly recommend this movie with Ryan Coogler. Me personally, I don't think he needs to do any franchises. I think he should just go ahead and just do his own thing. He does it way better than trying to be pigeonholed into franchises or whatever. Because I do love the Creed series. Creed series is amazing, but the Black Panther stuff, I wasn't feeling it. I think he was they just gave him the job, and he was just trying to do his best or whatever. In my honest opinion. I thought Black Panther is an okay movie. Yeah,
they hire a director and is like, "Oh, that movie you're going to direct, we've basically already written it for you, and we filmed it for you. So just come on in, and be the director."
yeah. Yeah,
You make a good point,
And,
Chris. I
like-
wish these creatives would just go off and do their own thing because I mean, you're kind of selling me on this. I might have to check this out.
Mhm.
I didn't really care much before, but I'm not the biggest fan of Michael B. Jordan. I don't know what it is. I do enjoy Creed, but I don't know. For him, he's not been much of a lure for me. But you're kind of selling me on it.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I tell all my buddies, you're gonna once again, I have to emphasize this because there's a lot of people on our side, and which they have every right and have every opinion to feel like this or whatever. This is not a quote unquote anti-white movie. This is a movie about just being, how can I say it? It's different, but you can understand the experience, and it don't matter what you look like or whatever. That's the best way I can say it or whatever.
Well, it's like this. The racial overtones and stuff work in this movie because of the time period.
Right.
Yeah,
Look,
sure.
the time
1932.
Yeah. So I mean, if we would have more issues with this movie if it was based in 2025. Or it would have been, we would have more issues with it, but it being this is a period piece movie of a time when segregation, Jim Crow, the KKK were running rapid in the South, and it works for this movie.
Is it real gross and gory?
Gotta hope so.
There is gore in it, but I don't think it's like bad, in my opinion. Maybe your tolerance level, I don't know what's your tolerance level, but the best way I can say about this movie is it reminds me of the Lost Boys and Blade put together. I mean that's the best way I could in my opinion, that's how I feel or whatever. There's other people that's compared to other vampire movies, but go ahead, Phantom.
I want to give a shout out to Sloan Tempest because we're going to have him on here in a couple weeks, and he recently made a video talking about this movie, and we definitely want to talk to him about this movie because it's actually doing really good. How much has it made so far?
Its first week it made about 48 million or whatever, and it was it's had a $90 million budget or whatever.
Wow.
It's 48, but it made 48 million, almost 50 in its first week.
This certainly ties into the next piece on the docket, which is it knocked Minecraft out of the #1 spot on the Easter weekend. And as you can see, Sinners made, as a new release, $48 million. And you see Minecraft dropped 48% into its third week. Not so bad. We're going to talk about Minecraft here in a second. One thing I wanted to point out is the King of Kings, that animated movie, only a 9% drop into its second weekend. Only
That's
a 9%
good.
drop. That is incredible. Now, it was Easter weekend, so there were probably a lot of people that wanted to go see, a biblical story on Easter weekend, but still only a 9% drop in the second weekend is insane. That is freaking fantastic. And real quick, as we're moving on to the next thing, I do need to step away for a couple minutes. However, I am going to start by saying that the Minecraft movie begins its slow but still likely to hit 1 billion. It passed the 700 million mark after only 3 weekends. And so, Phantom, go ahead, go make me eat crow. Talk about how it's going to hit $1 billion. Let's do it.
Well, I said this. So we're friends with the GCA. They have their little show, and I remember. So Mo Zamboni showed this, and he's like, "Oh, this movie is not gonna make its budget. It's not gonna be all that good."
You underestimate the power of a kid. You underestimate the power of kids, my friend.
I said Minecraft is the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody plays Minecraft. Everybody. and I said, I told Mo this will be $1 billion film, and I was right.
Or close to it. However,
I was right
because I was in there. I was saying because I was saying I said it's either gonna. I told Mo it's either gonna be $1 billion or damn near close, whatever. So I was right too. So
Well,
you know,
I mean,
it's damn near close.
I called Deadpool and Wolverine. I said Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be $1 billion film the day it was announced, and sure enough, a year later, when it was out, it was $1 billion film.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think the stir for Minecraft was like, honestly, like for people within like my age range, so I'm 23 and younger, you know, on TikTok and Instagram or whatever. I mean, that like, I think the promotion for this was bigger than Barbie. I really do, even though it might not be making as much money. I think, I mean, everyone knew all those stupid one-liners, you know what I mean? And for whatever odd reason, just watching those stupid videos over and over again online, because I don't do TikTok, never will. I'll look at Instagram every once in a while, and it's just those dumb lines over and over again, and it gets stuck with you, and then you get excited when you hear it in the movie. It's so strange.
But also, if you remember, the reason why Barbie got $1 billion was the meme. It was Barbenheimer. It was the meme. And so this movie,
this is meme culture.
This is a memeable movie. I mean, if you guys have seen the little shorts of the chicken jockey scene.
Oh yeah, of course.
And people are just like throwing. They had to get Jack Black to go to theaters and tell people not to trash the theaters.
Here, wait. I'll be right back over there. I'm gonna grab something.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. And I'm saying this much. So this movie still has legs. They'll keep it going. They'll keep it going probably about another month.
Surprisingly, this is Warner Brothers win. This is a win for Warner Brothers, believe it or not. Like I know Warner Brothers is happy right now. Like they can,
and we know
get some of this debt.
I don't know if we're gonna talk about this, but Disney just recently has stopped productions on live action adaptations of their anime movies. Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon will be the last in their series.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, nice.
Let's see what BOB is showing. Let's go
Chicken Jockey.
It's got a chicken jack. Oh, it's
it's so stupid. I bought this weeks before the movie came out, and I thought it was the ugliest thing I've seen in my entire life, this chicken jockey. But you know what? The dumb videos, they just kept popping up, and then I fell in love with it, and I bought them. And when the movie, because I saw it the premiere that Thursday, they were gone. I never seen them again, so I'm glad I bought them back when. Hopefully it'll be worth like $2. Yeah, it is. It's Ocean May. Wait, let's see. It'll be
Ocean May.
That's one of my pieces.
Solid art over there.
I did, yeah. So that's
are these pieces that you've done yourself? Because you mentioned that you're an artist in a painting.
Yeah, so I did this one of Ocean Bay. I did that after I watched Acolyte. Yeah, then I did Kramer over there. I've done all those pieces in the corner here.
Dude, wow.
That's pretty much it. I didn't do the fly.
Do you sell art, or do you do art for like work or whatever? Like,
no, just kind of pleasure, you know, just what I like to do. You know, I did. I have a smaller piece like right here behind me of Schindler's List. I just finished that one in black and white. And I think it's just like, it's what I'm passionate about, and it's a character that I kind of empathize for to some degree.
That's
not with Ocean May, though. This is supposed to be a mockery, clearly.
Okay, I got a question. I got a question.
Your Darth Sidious looks awesome, and it does.
I have a question.
Really nice.
Wow, that's all the way up there.
So you watched the entire season.
Oh yeah.
We said there was only one good episode, and that was episode 5 because everybody died.
Oh, it was great. I love seeing them all die. It was awesome.
We were actually surprised that Disney actually killed people.
The funniest
scene, and the lightsabers killed them.
Yeah, the funniest scene that really still nobody's explained is when what's her face, the Moss girl, what's her name, Karen Moss or something like that. You know, Trinity. She's like you know, through the Force manipulating all the witches, and then suddenly she just kills all of them in an instant, and they never explained that.
No.
Like they just instantly died.
Dude, explain to me how did the Jedi wreck his ship in an asteroid belt on tiny rocks? How did he flip his ship?
That's like early on too, right?
And the whole thing about how the lightsaber magically turns red.
Oh god!
I like how everyone just like, oh, so Anakin was the good guy, was good when he killed all the younglings. I wouldn't have about Disney.
You know what?
You know-
That's something I've always felt about. Just real quick. That's something I've always felt about the Disney trilogy, where they talk about Luke's lightsaber, like in the first movie, where Rey goes down is being like led to Luke's lightsaber. They're talking about that, how that's like
Anakin.
historically, like that's Anakin's lightsaber. That is the lightsaber. That was his lightsaber. I'm like, bitch. He lost his lightsaber in the second movie. He's had that lightsaber for maybe 2 years, and the biggest thing that lightsaber's done is kill a bunch of kids. Okay, that lightsaber isn't famous like that. Come on.
So talking about the acolyte.
Well, take the pants off. Take the pants off. Take your pants off.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
Shout out to
What just
Mo.
happened?
Oh boy.
Don't
I
question
mean,
it.
we could go talk. We could talk about Star Wars Celebration now, or wherever,
Yeah.
since we were already talking about Star Wars. Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Phantom,
Absolutely.
behave yourself.
Absolutely.
Oh,
The article I pulled up was an editorial, like a 7,000 word editorial that just came out a few days ago on Rotten Tomatoes, talking about everything they learned at the Star Wars Celebration, day 2, day 1, day 2, et cetera, and so forth.
Can we say one thing? Pedro Pascal has no sense of style of clothing.
No.
What the hell was he wearing?
Yeah, there's
What the hell?
this photo right here. I think Pedro Pascal looks very odd.
That's not Pedro Pascal.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
that is not Pedro Pascal, brother.
That's what's throwing me off.
You're assuming all
Maybe
the
that's
kids
why I
look the
felt so
same?
weird about it. Also here we have
Ooh, she looks
Ah.
familiar, Crease.
as a
Can
blonde.
I say something?
Blonde, that's very interesting.
She was
Uh,
good casting
yeah.
as Ahsoka, but
Yeah.
she did
No,
not
okay, here we
deserve a
go.
show. She
Here
did
we
not
go.
deserve a show at all.
She was fine as a cameo character.
They're not
Yeah.
showing his boots on purpose.
Mm. Are they
Oh,
Are they
man.
boots, or did he just like lost a bet and they
Drop
cut
his
leather
pants?
pants?
Oh,
They
dude.
cut his leather pants off and made them into socks.
I can already tell from this shirt that he looks fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, top's bad enough.
Find a
so
picture of him,
bad.
Jake.
This is an
Find a picture of
inverted
him
order.
standing
All
up.
the day 1 stuff is towards the
The
bottom.
day 1 stuff
Um,
was a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one
There
of the
wasn't
things
much
that I
going
wanted
on.
to point out, which is about the day 2 stuff, is the very, very first part of this article is they talk about having Andor celebrating a victory lap for season 2. And what did we learn over the past couple of days about what happened on Andor? Apparently, there's been some media accusations
Grape.
of SA, of things that rhyme with grape. Wow. What do we think about that?
That's crazy.
What do we think about that?
That they haven't learned anything, and they have.
They didn't actually show it.
Yeah.
It was
No, they haven't. They haven't
Hey,
learned
don't-
anything. That's all. That's all I gotta
Dude.
say. Is like they hate the male audience again.
Don't
So that's
dude,
how.
don't forget who helped on this series. Leslie Headland helped Andor, and we
did?
know. Yeah, she was behind the scenes
Well-
with Andor shit.
We
Wow.
can argue that
the
Leslie
last
Headland
place she
offered
belongs.
assistance, but did
Yeah.
she help?
Mm.
Is she part of the cast? However,
Then she probably
I don't know.
suggested it, but then they're like, "Let's, if you want to have it, and we
but
can't
but
like,
can we
outwardly have
can we say this? I think Mikey Madison is the most smartest actress of all time because she rejected everything Star Wars, and I'm
that was
so happy
hard.
that she did.
I don't like her at all, though.
Oh yes, we have that for sure.
That's the one.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
the one smart decision she's ever made.
Yeah, her team was really smart in just saying, like, please do not do Star Wars. It will not be good for your career.
Yes. Yeah, we have that right here, saying that she
Thank
passed
goodness.
on starring in Sean Levy's. First off,
Well-
getting Sean Levy to direct Star Wars, that's an interesting choice. But
I
having
mean,
her
he
pass-
did Deadpool, so
Yeah, but
Well, I mean,
anyways,
if you look
she
at
passed,
the,
and Ryan Gosling said yes.
well, he needs work. I mean, he needs
Ryan
work.
Gosling is Ryan Gosling.
I
Yeah,
kind of
I
like the
think
idea of
really-
him. I like the idea of him running the show as like a witty pilot. I think
Yeah,
I think if
right,
that's what they're
right,
doing,
right.
I'm intrigued. If he was a Jedi, absolutely not. No.
Yeah,
Right,
I will.
right,
I will
right.
say I don't think Ryan Gosling would get damaged by Star Wars, considering it's Ryan Gosling. Where Mikey
Mhm.
Milestone is kind of newish. Where
Mhm.
she probably would
Yeah.
get hurt by Disney reputation.
Mhm.
Oh, she could be
Yeah.
the new Ray. She could be the new Ray Palpatine.
She'd probably be
Oh,
more likable.
God, no.
They could stop. They could stop.
Well, no. Well, the thing is, Daisy really is likable, but like the movies just suck.
Dude,
The
I'm
writing is
saying-
garbage.
I'm not saying
Dude,
Daisy
dude.
Ridley is. I'm saying the character wasn't.
You know
likable.
what? I got an idea. So Kathleen Kennedy, if you're listening, we know you're gonna quit, but you're never leaving Disney. Won't you cast this girl in a Star Wars movie and base it like the movies that she was in, where she was a call girl? Call girls in Star Wars. We'd watch it.
Well,
The movie Anora, like I can see why you won for being a woman of the night. You won for being
Are you not surprised they have not pulled this stunt in Star Wars and tried to put that in Star Wars yet?
They're not going to go that far.
I don't
No.
know.
Like
Really?
I doubt
much
they'll
as
do
they've
it.
done?
However,
UK
mean-
Gamer made an interesting comment here, saying Gosling in Star Wars sounds interesting. To me, it sounds like Rogue Squadron getting made without calling it Rogue Squadron. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But setting it
Mm.
after the fall of the First Order makes no sense.
I mean,
I
it's out of
agree
the
with that as well.
Skywalker trilogy, so
Well,
it makes sense to put it there.
Well, because in the article where you have Sean Levy and you have Ryan Gosling here, what they're saying is that the director has again made clear the film, which will be set a few years after Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, is a standalone film, not a sequel or prequel to another tale.
oh,
Well, it's a new
standalone.
adventure set in a period of time we haven't seen on screen yet.
Oh,
And it
so they're
features a
starting to
group
do
of
the
all new
EU.
characters. So they're going to make a
It's its
standalone
own thing,
film
which
that takes place after the Rise of Skywalker with all brand new characters.
Sounds like EU to me. They got
Five-
desperate.
Mm.
$5. Ray will show up somewhere.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
God.
$5.
she's gonna show up dead.
Her corpse.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's Kathleen
just
Kennedy's
skeleton.
baby. That's Kathleen Kennedy's baby. Like it's like Ray will not,
But then-
as long as Kathleen Kennedy is still alive and walking, like Ray will always exist. Like
If-
because
you know
that's
what?
her. Like
If they were gonna do something with Ray, they would have announced something here. I think that the silence in the room at the celebration is a huge round of applause for us.
Well-
They would have dropped something with the Ray movie.
Dude, they've already.
would've
If
got
I
something.
remember right,
they
they've
already canceled. I think.
They've already canceled it. It's not going to happen.
Okay, good. I never
Or
know what's
if they haven't canceled it, it's in Phantom. If they haven't canceled it, it's in production. That's code word.
No.
That's right.
It's
It's in
Get it
Ryan
right.
Gosling.
get it right.
In production.
Hell.
In
It's in production.
Yeah.
hell. That means it's not
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. If it's in production, that means like this movie's never gonna happen. Just like the Blade movie, like
And the Ryan Johnson trilogy.
Well,
and the Ryan Johnson trilogy.
That is
this is
eventually
a lot,
going to come out, they promise.
this is a lot of sadness for me to handle. So let me just point out something that makes me very happy, and that is Hayden Christensen confirms that he is returning in Ahsoka season 2. Let's go, baby! Shout out to Hayden Christensen. You to go.
So
Love you, brother.
can I say
Season
that?
one,
Can I say this real quick? I just want to say one thing. All you fake Hayden Christensen fans out there that used to make fun of him in number 2 and number 3, y'all guys could go. You guys know where you guys can go, man. Because like now he's the face of the franchise and overcharging on autographs. By the way, which I ain't mad at you. That's payback for making all those dang sand jokes. So you know what? And besides, Hayden's a real good, nice dude. I met him. He knows that he has a good sense of humor.
He actually deserves
If
the
you
extra
haven't
pay
seen
for the
Hayden
signatures.
Christensen's other movies that he made in like the mid 2000s, they're like
Jumper.
they're genuinely good. Like Jumper, I know people didn't like and kind of feel, but
I liked it.
And Crease, I agree with you. Fake Hayden Christian fans can go jump in a lake. I remember when episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3 came out. I'm only 31 years old. I was a young buck at the time. I enjoyed the movies. I like Hayden Christensen. I've always enjoyed him. I always thought he was a good actor. And as I got older, I understood why his acting was so poor, along with everybody else's in like the first and second and third.
It was like his first role.
George Lucas can't direct for shit. That's why he and Spielberg made amazing Indiana Jones movies, because George Lucas was ideas, and Steven Spielberg could actually like make that happen. When you have George Lucas direct, and especially in an era of green screen where, you know, actors haven't acted against nothing before.
That's
just
a good point.
them and one other person standing in a green or blue box somewhere. Like that's already bad enough.
Like George,
a director who doesn't know how to direct actors.
George's weakness was always been dialogue. Like that's his main thing. He can't do dialogue to save his life or whatever. Like dialogue is his weakness or whatever. Like if there was one thing you could just point out about George Lucas that he needed to work on really was dialogue training, man. Because
and you know what?
Son, like even in the OT trilogy, the dialogue wasn't that great. People, like you guys are blinded by nostalgia. Like if you go rewatch some of those movies, okay. Like I'm just saying,
practically charismatic actors. And speaking of dialogue, you know, the first movie, the dialogue was easily the worst. Episode 1, the dialogue was horrific. Attack of the Clones, the second one, the dialogue was still pretty bad. The third one, Revenge of the
was cringe.
Dialogue was a
I
little.
thought the second one had the worst dialogue, man. I don't know.
It was pretty bad. I would say though, out of the sequel trilogy, that the third one had the best dialogue. Not that it was amazing, but it had the best of that bunch. And
so it's a hot take, but I will say that
but I just want to say the reason that is the case, or why people like myself might think that, is because as you guys might know, people like Spielberg, Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, they all went to school together. They're all friends and things like that. Francis Ford Coppola sent his nephew over to be a dialogue coach and an assistant writer with George Lucas on the third movie. So that's why the dialogue was more interesting.
So I was gonna say this, like I don't like giving Disney Star Wars props, but like the dialogue is better than like most movies. I have to give them that. Like that's the most I'll give it. And
I'd just say Revenge of the Sith is my favorite of the prequels.
Oh yeah,
is Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And, mine's is Attack of the Clones.
So we have this running joke with a friend of ours that, you know, he doesn't like the prequels, right? And he's like, well, you don't need, you know, like certain stuff in the movies. And I'm like, the thing about those movies, it's good to see why. So we know the result of Anakin being Darth Vader, becoming Anakin again. We always want to know, how did Anakin become Vader? And it was over a lie. He was lied to. He was manipulated. Yes. We had to have the prequels to go with the original trilogy. And for me, I mean, I have all the Star Wars films. I have the Disney Star Wars crap. You know, it's
you bought those?
Unfortunately, I'm like him. I bought them.
No,
but the thing is, they're unopened. I watched them on Disney Plus. I don't watch crappy movies. They're still sealed up. I have them, but
it's more of like a collector. It's more like a collector's issue. You got to kind of have all of them, like just to set like as paperweights. Like I cringe every time when I look at I cringe at those 3 movies. But I actually like Rogue One. Rogue One is like really still good. Like Rogue One is still like, I can watch Rogue One. It feels like Star Wars. It acts like Star Wars. That's the best Disney movie out of all the movies that they put.
And I would have loved to have seen the original idea for Solo, not the crap that we got, because the original attention of Solo. And the only thing in Solo I liked was the Castle Run. That was it.
Yeah.
Everything else about the
So,
movie was
like-
trash.
That was mostly CG.
So real quick, I know we want to talk about the John Cena stuff real quick, but real quick, let's just talk about Daredevil and like how it was not even in the ratings whatsoever. Like it never showed up. It it didn't even make the Nielsen ratings at all. This movie was trash. This TV show was trash. Once again, my friends can't even give me the answer on why Agatha has more viewings than freaking Daredevil. It's Daredevil. Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead.
I just want to say, I think people need to understand how significant this is, because on the Nielsen charts, they chart the top 30 TV shows.
Oh.
That means Daredevil, the Disney's Daredevil, was not even in the top 30 most watched shows while it came out. That is incredible.
I think Echo. I think Echo, when it was released, actually charted. Daredevil never did, and it's like
this is disappointment,
dude. It did not help. It did not help that they already did Born Again on Netflix, and it was just as bad as this.
Right, they did the Born Again storyline for season 3 on Netflix, and that was something that when they announced that they were remaking, when they were taking Daredevil and putting it on Disney Plus, and they were going to continue making it, that was something that myself and a number of people that I've spoken to when I saw online as well, saying that when Disney announced what the 4th season was going to be on Disney Plus, they said that they were going to do the Born Again storyline, and everybody, including myself, said that was the final season on Netflix.
Season 3.
Like, why would you take the show and then do the story again, just different? And I think that's a big reason why people. That's one of the reasons why people were not a fan of it. Number 2, is that because Disney has always had this image of being a family-friendly company, and so taking something like Daredevil, which those seasons on Netflix were hardcore as hell, when it came to Disney, you did not have scenes like the hallway fight scene where Daredevil is fighting like 15 guys. You didn't have
it was CGI.
Didn't have great conversations like when he was chained up and the Punisher was interrogating him for that episode. You didn't have stuff like that. You didn't have even the ultimate violence of
they had that
Punisher
one
coming out with dual M16s or having the minigun like he had at the end of the season 2 of Punisher. It was tamped down.
Yeah,
the writing was worse, and I also feel that the jokes and the weird jips and jabs that they had just didn't land at all. It wasn't what we knew as Daredevil. If they were going to take Daredevil, in my opinion, although people would have hated it, and I understand this, they shouldn't have tried to continue what was done with Daredevil on Netflix. They should have tried, even if they still had Charlie Cox as Daredevil, they should have tried to do something different instead of trying to ape what Netflix already did and trying to continue from it. Because everybody off the rip said there's no freaking way that they're going to do a good enough job. There's no way it's going to be like a season 4 of the series. It might as well just be its own thing.
Well, you know what? So, Phantom, here you go.
Well, it did not help that the first appearance of Daredevil was in She-Hulk, and he did the Walk of Shame.
Yeah,
that did not
having
help.
That Walk of Shame was.
And then Kingpin gets his balls chopped off in Echo too. I mean, totally neutering him. I mean, this is just, you can't take these things back. That showed them. I mean, you're spitting. You're just spitting on. You're spitting on the fans, and you're spitting on the source material everyone loves. That's one thing that Daredevil is the Marvel TV show. It's the one everyone loves. Everyone loved it.
And it just proves that Kevin Feige is just a hack.
Yeah, absolutely. So disrespectful, and they deserve to fail. Really, it's this is like
Kevin Feige should be fired right now, in my opinion. Like
for this,
I don't know who will replace him, but he got to go. Like we don't want you no more, man. Like you have failed, like bad.
Whoever will replace him will never have as many hats as he does. I will say that.
That's true. He's got a lot of hats. Gosh, yeah. I think the similar problem for me is with Andor. There's just so many TV series coming out, not just Disney Plus, just across the map, that are not good enough. They are not worth our time at all. I couldn't finish this show. I think I ended on the episode after the White Tiger died. And then I haven't cared to watch it again. I'm not interested enough. And then Andor, I just watched episode 1. And it was lame. I like slow burns. I love slow burns. But I was uninterested. I could care less about most of those characters. It's ridiculous. I'm done.
So,
I'm done.
I'm rather the opposite. I detest slow burns sometimes, but it just depends on the shows or whatever. Like Sopranos, I could deal with the slow burns. Yeah. Breaking Bad, I'll go rewatch it. The slow burns do pay off or whatever, but will I rewatch it? Not really, but in this case, because I like Daredevil, I like this type of like fandom because I love superhero stuff. I was so disappointed in this series because I already was calling this before the trailer even dropped. I said, "Listen, this show is not going to even touch those three series."
I am going to say this right now to the Saska sisters, we got a bone to pick with you on this.
You lied to us.
You lied to us.
No. I'm trying to get them on the show. Like, you guys gotta chill out. It's like I'm in the works, man. Like,
we love the Saskas.
However, we do love the Saskas here. We'd love to have you guys on. We can't wait for that to happen. But I will back up Phantom when they came out, or was it Jen who said it, or was it both of them that said it?
Both of them, because they know people. They know people. They know people that made the show or whoever. So because the reason why I trusted them so much is because X-Men 97. Like they told me about X-Men 97 before they dropped or whatever. So I said okay.
Yeah, so when they reached out to you and they told you about X-Men 97 like a month before it dropped, and it was good. It was good. And this was kind of the same process. Like a month before or 3 weeks before Daredevil dropped, they reached out again and they said that they saw it. They saw the first like couple episodes or first episode or whatever. And they said that it was good. They said it was really good, that you guys would like it.
They said that about this?
That was right. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is unfortunate.
And I love both of them. By the way,
maybe they didn't see it specifically, but it was someone that they trusted who said it was good, and so that when they heard that, when they reached out to Kreese and they told Kreese, and so we believe that maybe that's what happened. But either way,
so the next time when I see him, hopefully they be in San Antonio. I say all right, ladies, we gotta talk real quick. you have to have me act here acting crazy about trying to say, this is gonna be good.
First off, love you guys, love your adaptation. Love the work you're doing with Eric July. Would love to have you on the show. Secondly, I got a bone to pick with you about saying Daredevil was good. So I want to get this stuff out of the way, then we're gonna argue about Daredevil.
Well, I mean, the thing with Daredevil is that we all were hoping this was going. Even the Punisher could not save Daredevil.
No,
he could. This was trash, man. Like this was hot garbage.
They wouldn't even have the Punisher do Punisher stuff.
The thing
had
is,
him do like PG-13 Punisher stuff. They didn't have him do like season 2 Punisher stuff.
Jake. The thing is, at the end, so I got to see. So Norman was telling us about this big scene that Kingpin literally rips this guy's head apart.
Yeah,
that is the only bloodiest thing you see in this whole damn show.
Yeah,
and it's if you remember in season 1 of Daredevil, Kingpin literally takes a guy's head and uses a car door to mount.
Oh yeah, that was freaky.
Dude.
Yeah.
first scene.
That
in
was one of the
Dude,
first
he
episodes of him.
The difference between this difference between this Kingpin and the Kingpin in the early series is like the early series, like Kingpin was like he shall not be named. Like if you drop his name, you was scared, bro. Like this one, you're like you ain't scared of this
Oh my
Kingpin. You,
gosh. Tail in between his legs. The wife's doing all. She's got the balls now, doing all the talking.
yeah,
She's the respectable
they're at
one.
marriage counseling. Marriage counseling.
And
What
it
is
was-
this,
it
bro?
was
So
the-
insufferable.
It's like
Gosh.
this. If you look at it, Daredevil, the Netflix to Disney is like night and day. It's
Mhm.
night and day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so I got to see the they filmed Daredevil in the volume. The whole series was filmed in the
Oh
volume.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Man.
Because I got to see the rooftop of Daredevil fighting, and I'm like, what did a 5-year-old do this in paint? Did this in paint? What the hell is this crap?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I went back and I rewatched Daredevil season 1 on Netflix.
Right.
So good, and this was like,
Mm.
man, just all I
He
could
wasn't
just picture is
Daredevil
walking-
like the most of the time. He
No.
wasn't even Daredevil. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we watching? What's the point?
So this is my
Let me-
theory.
Let me say one more thing. So he was more Daredevil and She-Hulk than he was in this damn series.
Wow.
That is a damning indictment.
That
So
is wild.
this is
That is
my
damning.
theory. I think because Kevin Feige can get news anytime that he wants to. When he probably heard about the script with the Penguin with Matt Reeves at that time, he knew better not to put this show right next to that one. Like I think they scrapped it before both shows even came out because
Well,
I heard that this was supposed to come out at the same time as the Penguin, so they switched it with Agatha instead or whatever. So I was like, yeah,
objectively, Daredevil could have been a good show. It could have been like Penguin. It could have been like Penguin if they did it right. But no, Disney overlords. You got Mickey Mouse be like, oh no, we're gonna make Daredevil a cock, and we're gonna keep blood, no blood. It's like. You monkeys over there at Disney, you should have left it with Netflix.
Yeah.
Can we just undo everything they've done? Just everything.
It's because I Perlmutter's not there anymore. Like I Perlmutter was the dude that wanted to make money. He understood. Like, listen, I don't care what you look like. I don't care who you worship. I don't care who you sleep with. Is this gonna make us money and everything?
Yeah.
Is these Marvel TV shows gonna make us millions and millions of dollars? Yes or no? Okay, is it gonna make money? Okay, cool. We're gonna, because he wanted to have toy sales or whatever. He was straight to the book, man. He didn't care about that. It's like, is this gonna make money? And like, if I Perlmutter saw this travesty of a show, because like the Netflix shows were belong to him, but since Disney owns it now, he can't come back to like protect the show, whoever. So it's all done, whoever, So yeah. I mean, I guess we can end it. We can end with John Cena. Like, is the world champion now.
We can get a couple of quick jabs in with John Cena. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Here we have him. We have him.
You guys talk about all kinds of stuff on air.
Hold up. Pop culture, baby. That's what we do.
Yeah,
here.
I like that. Ooh, there he is.
There he is.
Nice. He looks good.
It's just me by myself right here.
Nice. Good pick, bro.
We had John Cena. Oh, why is this not sharing properly? Come on now.
Unshare it and reshare it.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, I know what I did. That's my fault. My bad. Here we go. There he is. There he is, holding up the title.
Wow.
There he
He's
is.
pretty old, isn't he?
He's
So
41, I think.
41. Wow.
Which is that's getting up there when it comes to professional wrestling.
So I like to shout out Corn Boy. We got to watch this Sunday. So we got
you
to
guys
watch
streamed.
night
You guys streamed
two.
it on Sunday. You guys streamed night too in the server. Yeah.
And this match was just it was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
So instead of The Rock showing up, it was
Oh,
Travis Scott
God.
that came out, and it was just so stupid.
H-Town.
We all knew we all predicted that John Cena was going to win because Cody's had the belt for a year. Cody's going to get time off, and we already know that Orton is going to chase Cena for the belt.
Yes, because on Monday Night Raw, literally the
Yeah.
night after, what happens when Cena
Orton
is in the
RKO
ring
him.
talking, Orton comes in and DDTs his ass.
No,
while he's
RKO.
talking, or RKO's his ass.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I
Yeah.
don't watch that much wrestling, but he RKO'd him. Like because Cena is on like his last leg, basically in the WWE. He's in like his last year. You know, because he's obviously going to retire.
He's busy now.
He's
really busy.
He's done his
He was
heel
supposed
turn,
to,
and now it's going to be him and Randy Orton, and probably coming up, it's going to be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes coming together to take Cena
Then
down.
Logan
That's probably
Paul.
what WrestleMania 42 is going to be. It's probably going to be something like that.
So the way they have it set up, so Cody had the belt for a year. Cody's run was really good. I like Cody's run. It was really good. It had really good storylines. And Cena is officially 17 times world champion. So he beat Ric Flair's old record.
Yes, Ric Flair had 16.
Really, he actually has more title wins than 16. That's just
there's actually been some
23.
discussion about that, Phantom, because
23
last
win.
year in April, they retired that title. They combined the Undisputed and the Intercontinental title together. And so there's dispute around this, saying that Cena doesn't have 17. They're saying he actually only has 16 because this title that he's holding right now was technically already combined with another title. And so they're saying he still only has 16. That's like really nerdy shit that I saw when I was researching this. This up. I didn't think it was significant enough to bring up in the show, but I just wanted to mention.
Okay,
that
let me explain that. Let me explain the belt. So
please do, by all means.
Back when Roman Reigns won the title, it was the WWE title, and it was the Universal title. So one was on SmackDown, the other one was on Raw. So he became the undisputed WWE champion.
Yes.
So they combined both belts first of last year before he lost it to Cody.
Yes.
And so basically Cena does have 16 titles because the last time he had it, he won it, but he lost it. So it was a short reign. It was, I think he beat AJ Styles for it and he got the title.
Not much of a fight.
So basically what they did, well, this is more to take a dig at Ric Flair because Flair is on the outs with WWE at the moment. And
it's probably why his daughters are performing that well.
Well, I mean, Charlotte's a bitch. I can't say much more about it.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, tell us how you really feel, brother.
It's true. She's she tries to
be like her dad, but she doesn't have the gravitas, right?
If you guys want us to do a wrestling show, let us know in Discord. We'll do a wrestling show because I can talk about Charlotte.
And it'll be just Phantom going off for about 2 hours. Don't worry.
No, there's like NKPU fan would like to be part of it. I know Vet Law would like to be part of it. So yeah.
We're not paying more hosts,
from a person like this was my first match watching him for years or whatever, and like as a person that loves combat or whatever, I respect the WWE because it's a great show and it takes a lot of training and hard work and dedication, and like I've seen them train. I have respect for the WWE and its organization. And because the UFC copies off of their pay-per-view model, by the way, so I got to give them props on that. But I'm just saying, as a fight fan, like it was just hard for me to watch because I'm like, Oh, he could have got him in a submission right there. Oh man, there was an elbow right there. There's like he couldn't need him. Like I was like, I'm so used to watching MMA and boxing so much, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, me watching WWE, it's just like not for me, but I respect the craft of it or whatever. That's how I felt when I was watching on the Cena or whatever.
Trace, are you wait? So you watch boxing?
I watch boxing. Like I watch MMA and I watch boxing.
Watch the Conor Ben fight this weekend? Conor Ben, Chris Eubank.
Maybe. I've been seeing. See, like between. Oh man, we're about to make it a boxing stream. We ain't got time for that. I'll talk to you after. Yeah, we'll talk after the stream is done.
Green room after the stream's gonna go great.
We have been talking that we might start doing like MMA watch parties in our homies Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last big thing we ever watched boxing wise was the monstrosity Jake Paul versus Tyson, which Tyson threw that fight.
That was
Don't count that as boxing, please. That is not boxing.
I don't count that. Like I refuse.
Netflix couldn't keep their shit together, and the stream.
It was so horrible. That night was horrible. That night was so horrible.
All I'm gonna say is, if there's a dark alley and Jake Paul comes in and turns the corner into the dark alley on the north side, and Mike Tyson turns the corner on the south side, they meet in the center. Mike Tyson is putting Jake
is
Paul
winning 90% in the
round.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. Period. Mm-hmm. He's gonna get in the pocket. And he's going to hit you with kidney shots and uppercuts, and he's going to drive you into the pavement. No question asked.
He's an old guy, though. I mean, he's old, very old.
I hated that match. As a fan of Iron Mike, I believe it was
Holyfield. He had a fight at an older age, like late 40s or like early 50s, and he got dropped immediately. Like first round.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Vito Belfort. Like he got knocked out by Vito Belfort, like a former MMA UFC champion or wherever.
Then we have guys like George Foreman, who in their 40s, when the press was coming in while he was training on the heavy bag, not realizing that he was training on a 300-pound heavy bag, and he was knocking that shit left and right. Again, his knees were bad, bad, but if you got in the pocket with Big George Foreman, he was going to put your ass.
You would get fucked up,
and he did that. He was fucking up guys in their 20s.
Yeah,
during those couple of years in his early 40s when he was fighting.
The thing is, we were watching the build up for that, and we talked about it on the show. The build up for
the build up was ridiculous,
and you see Tyson murking people left and right.
Oh, dude.
and then he still go. He can still go, and in the fight, you see him start biting his gloves. I'm like, yeah.
That was weird.
Scripted.
Well, the thing is.
I mean, Bob, you're wearing an Iron Mike shirt tonight, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, good timing.
Let's show this. Let's do a quick layout. There we go. Iron Mike Tyson, baby.
In
One of the scariest motherfuckers to ever play.
In the fight, you can see Jake go over to Tyson while he's holding him, and he says, "Let up, you're hurting me."
Let up, man.
You see?
Yeah,
let up.
You heard it on the mic or wherever. You heard it on the mic.
That's the reason. That's the reason why Mike was biting his glove to keep him from killing Jake Paul.
Because Mike Tyson has this switch in his head that when he switched to fight mode, he's in fucking fight mode. He's not calm anymore. He's back when he was 19, knocking out professionals.
He wasn't that terrible when he fought Roy Jones Jr.
No,
a couple years ago. Not like this. I mean, this was oof.
Yeah, even Roy Jones Jr. said when he when he was just getting tapped a little bit, he's saying man, them things were hurting, bro. Mike still got it, bro.
But the thing is. The thing is though, we did get the meme of the lady talking to Tyson. He turns around and you see his butt as he walks.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That was the highlight of the whole.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say regarding the Tyson and Paul fight is, in my opinion, it was almost certainly decided beforehand that
Yeah.
Paul was going to win. And I imagine it was a matter of, we have these like 8 months of buildup. The Paul brothers are really good at advertising themselves and selling themselves. And it was already guaranteed that no matter what, as long as Mike stepped in the ring, he was going to get $30 million. And even if it was going to be a legitimate fight, I doubt Mike Tyson, in the age that he was, in the condition that he was, even though he could still kill 90% of men on the planet, I doubt that he was going to go real hard on this young buck.
Something though, I think for his legacy, just real quick,
Sure.
he could have pretended a little bit, and he didn't put on a show at all. His feet were planted in the center of the ring. It looked terrible. I mean, that kind of makes you think it's like, okay, maybe he is an old guy and he's not doing anything here.
Yeah,
because that was concerning. He was planted, no movement.
Right.
Real quick before we end the show, however, like my take on Mike Tyson was like, they said after that fight, like the people from Japan, like Rising, like they do basically like MMA shows, kickboxing shows, and boxing too. Whoever said like they'll give Mike Tyson $30 million and ask Jake Paul to like fight for real, like no contract or whatever, like like Mike Tyson not holding back or whatever, and Jake Paul turned it down, like he's like nah, nope, like nope.
Well,
okay.
Well, I do want to say one thing. Call for what you will. Logan Paul is a phenomenal athlete for what he does in WWE right now.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul is a better athlete though, because Jake Paul is a legitimate boxer. I think he actually is legitimately good. But Logan, that's
I mean, Logan saved Rey Mysterio's life when they were in Saudi Arabia when he did that flip. No, Jake, he did.
I know, whatever.
But he also started the trend with Japan, going to Japan and causing mayhem.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ebola, let it go. It's been years. Let it go.
No, but it caused the thing that it caused the nuisance streamers now because of Logan Paul started that entire thing.
You know what? You're right, Ebola, because I was watching a stream a little bit earlier, and I was watching where Johnny Smiley was talking about how he would SA the Korean female police officers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's rough. Hey, Comics Dad, shout out to you. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad. Good to see you.
Shout out to you, man. We'll get you on the show. Like I talked to you earlier. We'll do our best. Like, but yeah. Well. It is like 2 hours, guys. Like,
what a way to end the show! My goodness, talking about SAing female police officers and going into the suicide forest. Like, I genuinely did not think that we were going to end the show this way. My sweet God.
Before we do we do recommendations and stuff, I just want to say this much. Last night's show, the GCA was really good, but I think that they had issues starting their stream, and I think it's a Mo issue because we've never had issues with the StreamYard stuff. I think it's hilarious.
Yes, they were late. All right, we're gonna blame.
They're always late, but they were extra late the other.
This show's called Late and Gay, for crying out
loud. No,
okay?
they couldn't get StreamYards to work.
I know. I read it all. It's okay.
Hi, Mo. Hi, Mo.
Yeah.
Mo likes his booster seat. He didn't have it set up yet.
Anyways, my goodness. Let's quickly do some recommendations before we end the show. Who would like to go first on recommendations?
You know what, Jake? You go first. Since
you go first. Wow.
Because this will be your last. This will be your last.
Yeah, this is going to be my last show for a little while.
Oh no!
As you guys, I'm going to be out of the country. Me and my wife doing some stuff, anyways. But as you guys know, my name is Big Dog Jake, BIGGDOGGJAKE. I'm a professional occasional VOA. I'm a political writer for hire. I love video games and I love metal music, which really ties into what I'm about to say. Because we were speaking about Daredevil and we were speaking about The Punisher and how a lot of that has been neutered going over to Disney Plus. So the song or the album, I guess, that I wanted to recommend tonight was going to be Metallica's beautiful 1987 album, and Justice for All. Why specifically? Because when we got to talking about Daredevil and the Punisher, it reminded me of that fantastic trailer that came out for the Punisher in 2017, where the fight scenes and the gunfire were tied to the bass and the drum line of the song One, the fourth song on the album. And that is, I'm not going to show this trailer because it's copyrighted music, but this right here, Marvel's The Punisher Season 1 trailer number 1, 2017. This trailer is one of the best trailers for a TV show I've ever seen in my entire life. Put to the beat of One, which is like one of the best metal songs to ever exist. So everybody check out this trailer. When you're done with the stream, go to YouTube, check out the Punisher Season 1 trailer. It'll be the first trailer, and they're going to play in those 2 minutes the fights, the gunfire. It's all going to be to Metallica's One. It's a fantastic trailer. One is a fantastic 9-minute song, and Justice for All is a fantastic album. Crank up the bass because the bass is fucked on this album. That's long history. That's metal lore where the bass was turned really low on this album. But nevertheless, go out and check out 1987's One. Go check out that trailer. Listen to this album and Justice for All. You're really going to love it. And I hope that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So, Chris, what you got for us this week?
Well, I'm already dressed up for it. This year is going to be the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So I'm going to recommend you watch Revenge of the Sith. And actually, I wanted to do a little bit of promotion. So I got the cup. They got the cup right here from Cinemark. I mean, not Cinemark, AMC 30. But I also got this bad boy right here.
Oh,
the popcorn bucket. Yes, the popcorn bucket.
Oh my god!
And guess what? If you guys have an AMC 30, this popcorn bucket just doesn't do any. Just ain't no normal popcorn bucket. It actually got a feature where you can turn it on and you can actually hear Darth Vader breathing while you're eating your popcorn. So yes, go check out Revenge of the Sith tomorrow. I mean, it's already playing now, but the 25th, I'm going to be watching it. So yes, Revenge of the Sith is the movie that I'm telling you to go watch. It's 20 years. You need to go, I know it's a quote unquote Disney film, but it's actually a George Lucas film. I don't care. I think you should go watch it in theaters. Come on, man. You only get a once in a lifetime chance for a 20th anniversary. Go watch Revenge of the Sith. So that is my recommendations right there.
Hey, real quick, how much was that the popcorn bucket? That is really cool. Is that like $50?
I think I want to say it was either 20 to maybe about $30 or whatever. And then I got the cup.
That's worth it.
I got the cup with it. So
really nice.
It cost me roughly about $57. So a little under 60 or whatever. Because it's fair
really
because
cool.
the thing is I already know people that's gonna buy this and put this on eBay, they're gonna mark this thing up to about $70 or $60. So I've technically got it for cheaper than what it needs to be or whatever. So
Yeah, that's really sweet, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Ebola, what you got for us this week?
I guess I'm gonna recommend two, but they're both in the same category or section. So I'm gonna recommend Soul Leveling, the anime.
Hell yeah.
And the Korean
Jinwoo.
Jinwoo. The manhwa / Korean comic at the same time. So that's my recommendation.
Right on, brother. Right on.
All right, BLB.
You,
do you have? I'm gonna do mine last.
Oh, sure.
BLB, do you have anything would you like to recommend? Any shows
Yeah,
you do?
let's
Anything you
see.
want to do?
Oh yeah, plugs or anything like that.
Oh yeah, any shows? Well, you know what? So like I said earlier in the stream, my buddy Luke and I, every week we this is a tradition that's been in the making for 2 years now. I get a group of guys together. There's about 7 of us. We meet at my place every Tuesday night and we watch cult classics, like I said. And I just started streaming after watching them. And because you know what, it's just fun talking about them. It's so much fun, rediscovering these classics, and also maybe not just rediscovering, but seeing it for the first time. So sometimes he's seen things I haven't, and we just we stir the pot. We break down older films, and we have a lot of fun. We overanalyze, and we call ARBs the best of the worst attributes of each of these films, and try to explain why they're so iconic. So if you want to join us for that, it's Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time, and we love doing that. So it's a real pleasure.
And I just wanted to say, you mentioned earlier in the show that when it comes to certain movies, you're a fan of slow burn movies. You're a fan of slow burns. I don't know if you're a fan of Alfred Hitchcock. You might be.
Oh yeah, he's good.
But as far as my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie, which is definitely a slow burn, might I recommend Rope? If you guys haven't done it on the show already, look up Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. It's just called Rope.
Oh, Rope. Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, like rope, like a piece of rope.
Yeah.
I'd recommend that as far as a slow burn movie, and again, it's a very, very Hitchcock movie. Might I recommend that?
He's like typing it as we
I know.
speak.
I'm looking for a pen. Pen and paper. Cool, man. Thanks for the recommendation, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, I like slow burns. The problem is the other guys don't like slow burns,
right?
And then they end up just chattering the whole time, and I have to silence them.
Get them to shut the fuck up while you watch.
Yeah,
try and enjoy it.
Here, I wrote it. Thanks, man.
Oh, absolutely. Hope you enjoy it. Of course.
Okay, so All right, so I am definitely got to plug this Saturday night, 9:00 Eastern on this channel. We're going to have the great debate between Vagabond and Kreese, Joey Wheeler versus Seto Kaiba.
I thought that was a joke. I had no idea you guys were actually going to do that.
The great.
No, it's
I thought it was a joke either.
I know
it was a joke too, but like, okay.
Be a joke.
So.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, whatever.
Well, we really don't have a topic, so yeah, we got a topic now.
Unreal.
So I said this in Green Room that I find unusual stuff that I seen as a kid. So we got a Mo sighting.
Well, take the pants off. Take the pants off. Take your pants off.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
Got his ass. Give us your recommendation, Phantom.
All right, so I'm gonna recommend. This was a pilot to a TV show back, I think like 80, 81. This is Fugitive. This is The Archer, Fugitive of the Empire. I'm gonna tell you something. You can't find this on DVD. This is literally bootleg.
Whoa.
So, that's the only way I was able to find this bootleg.
Nice disc.
They're not even gonna care. Like they say, like, yeah, you can have it. We don't care.
So I believe this is on YouTube also. So in the movie, this guy, his name is Talon, and his father is trying to broker peace throughout this nation. And there's this snake creatures, the snake cult that comes in and is trying to like overrun their lands. And he has a weapon called a heart bow, which is a magical bow that is bestowed upon him, and it has magical abilities and stuff. So if you guys remember the guy that played Skeletor in the live action He-Man movie. He's actually in this movie. It's one Frank Langella's like one of his first roles is in this movie right here.
Skeletor.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
And also join our Discord. We're going to be doing a lot more in our Discord.
A lot more watch parties as well.
Well, a lot more watch parties, and we, like I said, we're doing our anime show Saturday night. But yeah, so Thank you, thank you,
Blob.
Brawler.
I'm sorry. You want to try that again?
I'm tired.
Brawler.
I'm tired because I've been.
You're
That's
cool, man. It's been
more words.
It's been a good 2 hours, 2 hours, 20
Yeah.
minutes. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Amen, brother. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked hearing you called me Bob. You were the first one to ever call me that. I was always curious if somebody was ever going to say that, and you did it.
Jake,
I hope POB sticks, baby. I hope it does.
Yeah, there you go.
Bob.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers to you
So,
guys. Thanks so much for having me on.
thank you guys
Thanks
for
so much.
coming in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and share. We also have merch. So we have 2 merch pages right now, whichever one does better, we're gonna get rid of one of them. We have a Twitter, we have Instagram, we have all that stuff. Links are all down in the description down below.
Oh, there, baby.
And we will be seeing you guys this Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, for Anime with the Homies. Until next time, I'm Phantom X. He's Big Dog Jake. He's MMA Crease King Jr. He's the common supporter, Liquid Ebola. We are the Homies, and we will see you guys this Saturday. Good night, everybody. Like the stream, nerds. Oh, wait a minute. Vagabond. Vagabond wants to say something.
Enjoy swimming.
Like,
You're welcome.
Be well.
Peace out, man.
We talking about the life we know. Laughs and vibes and good times flow. Homies gather, let the stories grow. Screaming loud, let the wisdom show. Late nights, we ain't slowing down. Mic in hand, we own this town. From the heart, every word profound. For the homies, let that love resound. Tune in, man, it's time to roll. Jokes and tales will steal the show.